Hello, everyone. I am your lore keeper. Welcome to the Lore Keeper Show, and welcome to How Kingdoms Fall. This is a campaign where I dive into the world of Royalship with one player. Each episode, there are 5 total episodes, and each episode we follow a different kingdom. Particularly today, we are in the kingdom of Eerizona. So, Luke, do you want to describe your character and who you are and all that stuff now?
Yes.
Cool.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke. I use he, him pronouns. My character is His Highness Narita Samasura, but you can just call me Your Highness or His Highness. Trevor and I are in another campaign that's not being filmed on his YouTube channel, where I play another character called His Majesty Imrula Amakir. But His Majesty is the King of California. This character that I'm playing, His Highness, not His Majesty, His Highness, is the King of the Kingdom of Eerizona. Eerizona, like Arizona, but with an E.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer or even like look at the however I'm gonna put the map up when I do these videos, you'll see the spelling of all of the kingdoms. Some of them are just wild.
Yeah.
But also, if you're not new to the channel, which if you are, welcome. But if you're not new to the channel, you actually have met His Majesty in Twisted One Shot Season 1.
Yes, that is true.
And we have also mentioned His Majesty a number of times. Eerizona, which is where we are currently, recently just finished a war with the Kingdom of California about 4 years ago, or months ago, not 4 years ago, 4 months ago. The war is over, kinda. There's still things. California will always try to take over Arizona and vice versa. So it's not like it's over, but it feels over for now. There's like a period, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and you see that, like, you look out into this kingdom, and if you just stay at the castle, you'd be like, oh yeah, this kingdom's very beautiful, very nice, and there's lots of luscious greenery out, but you go just beyond the gates, past the royal like fencing and all of that stuff. You see the devastation. You see houses destroyed. You see like there are like areas where there is just no like grass. It is just like dirt or even just like kind of like rocks and there's old versions of spells that have been cast, areas that are a little bit colder than they should be or warmer depending on the spell that was cast there. Um, there is just so much like devastation. Schools are barely running. Um, Funerals are trying to happen, but it's undetermined how many people actually died. And you are oblivious. You have just stayed in your throne, and just ignored it all. It's kind of never come to your doorstep, and then um, get a knock on your door. Um, like you're in your throne room, and you get a knock on your door, and one of the guards, it's like a dwarf, kind of looking guard, walks in with his spear and his shield. And is just like, uh, your highness, uh, and he kind of like bows.
What do you need from
Uh,
me?
they are throwing tomatoes, sir.
Tomatoes. You're telling me that my guards are going to be conquered by tomatoes?
No, sir. They're just throwing them at the windows, and they have pitchforks and torches. I think they're demanding you do something about the destroyed debris. and things.
Clean the tomatoes off of the windows and keep the people away from my palace.
Would you
Am
like
I clear?
would you like me to hire a royal tomato window cleaner?
Do we not have a window cleaner?
I'm afraid not.
Then yes, as soon as possible. If you can't find anybody, you do it.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I think I forgot to mention, I am a sorcerer with a 6 levels in paladin.
Cool. Yeah. 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 This is gonna be so fun because it's 20th level and insanity is about to ensue.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, and so like this kind of like so yeah, this guard goes off. He goes and there's someone you see someone's like eventually cleaning the windows. Um, the people are led away. This seems to repeat for a couple days. Um, and it's kind of getting a lot. Um, and then as things continue, as like days turn into weeks, you really don't care what the people are saying. You've been in fact, give me a perception check while you're just in your like bed. About to get ready for like
Okay.
sleep one day. Give me just a general perception.
Give me 1 second.
hmm
11.
11. So, you know, you're tired. It's been a long day. You can't listen to these people all the time. There's guards coming in your doors every now and then. It's exhausting. It's exhausting sitting in your chair and doing absolutely nothing. And you go to bed, and then there's like while you're sleeping, there's like barely anything that you can hear. Wake up the next day, and it's like you see your guards are definitely very like not they're less awake than you are and one of them you hear talking about is like oh, the people were like screaming off the walls, oh my god. And just another guard says I think they're planning to kill our royal lord. And you just hear those other conversations. Seems a couple people have heard that there's plots of an assassination.
Mm.
Um, and then uh, you go to your throne room. There's like some papers, and you just like you always kind of stamp the papers. You don't really read them too much because that's not what you're here to do. You're not here to read the papers. That's what the guards do.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of stamp them. A lot of them have X's on them. You don't like approving things. That means that things have to be done.
Yeah, I mean, that's more work for me.
Right, exactly. Um,
And less money, too.
exactly. And then you kind of you're in your throne room and you hear your guards there's like at least 6 guards that stand outside the doors of your throne room. Um, and then you hear um and
Oh, dear God.
yeah, you hear 6 screams of guards as bodies hit the floor, and then boom, the wall explodes. The entire wall, which is about like I would say to give you a good representation of it. You know how tall the theater walls are?
Yeah.
That's how tall that wall is.
Okay.
the entire wall explodes in like lightning and thunder. And the
Oh
first
God.
thing you see is this figure with a like this hooded figure carrying this like small, like this kind of like dagger like short sword thing and a hammer. And the only kind of thing that you can see of this figure's face is its beak. So it's some kind of bird creature.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like comes in. You can see there's also a little like gun at his side. And you kind of see the guards, most of them were hit by that gun or even the sword or even the hammer. Um, and you see he says, "The citizens of this kingdom have paid me to come here to kill you, and I plan to do my job quickly and easily, which is why I brought him." And the smoke kind of dissipates after like the wall of smoke from the wall being shattered. And I'm gonna need you to give me a history check as you look at this creature.
History. 25.
Ooh, you see this creature walk in 4 legs, big wings, taller than, like almost as tall, like pretty much as tall as the ceilings are. You have very high, prestigious ceilings. Kind of like knocks a chandelier down a little bit. And it's just like this hulking, ancient blue dragon.
Whoa.
And you have not seen, you've like heard of ancient dragons, but you've not seen one. You know that these are strong. You would also know that it's not particularly normal for an ancient blue dragon or any ancient dragon to work with a, any type of like common civilian, even if they're an assassin. So this seems strange.
Yeah.
And with that, unless you want to say anything else, I think it's initiative time.
All right, let's go.
I have one that's plus 11, so I have plus 11 and plus 14. Did you roll a 1? So apparently, and okay, I'm gonna keep this in because I don't usually keep the initiative rolls in, but I'm gonna keep this in because of how funny this is to me.
Mhm.
The king and His Majesty and His Highness have the same bad luck.
Mhm.
So let's see. Yeah, so he is going to go over here behind this pillar. Now, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Okay. So technically I don't have to roll for this, but I'm gonna roll anyway. Because his plus to stealth is a 17. So the only way that
Plus 17?
the only way he could fail this stealth roll is a nat 1.
Huh. That's crazy.
He did not fail the stealth roll. So yeah, he goes behind that pillar, gone.
Okay, I don't know where he is.
Yep. And he is going to try and shoot at you. Even with advantage, that's a 10.
Oh. So that misses.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hiding. You like see a bullet whiz by. Alright, it is going to be the Ancient Blue Dragon's turn. And the dragon, yeah, so he like walks over. I am going to need you to make a Constitution saving.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you see the dragon like lets out this like thunderous roar.
25.
25 will save.
Awesome.
Let me make sure that yeah, the technical save takes half as much. So you're gonna take half of this.
Whatever's easiest for you. Just give me the whole number, yeah.
Yeah, 9.
Whole number is 9?
Whole number is 9 thunder damage.
Okay. So half rounded down is 4 thunder damage.
Yep. And then...
That was from the dragon, right?
Yes, this is from the dragon.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to use a reaction here.
Ooh, okay.
It is going to be absorb elements.
Ooh.
What that does... I have resistance against the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn. So I am resistant, half damage to thunder damage until the start of my next turn.
Ooh.
And,
well, that would be...
Also, first time I... Huh?
Start of your next
What?
turn. Start of your next turn would mean the one that you're gonna have after this dragon, right?
After this, yes. But also, the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of that type of damage.
Ooh, interesting.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then... that is gonna be... yeah, that's gonna be it for the drag. Dragon move 20... how far are you? You can move another 20 feet. So now we can actually kind of move back on where the battle is. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the dragon. It's your turn. What you got for me, Luke? Or rather, Your Highness.
Nope. Yes, Your
Yes.
Highness.
Your Highness.
Not Your Majesty.
Yeah. See, this is where my brain's gonna get confused next week on Monday.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. What I'm going to do is, for a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith, giving me a +2 bonus to armor class.
Okay.
And for my action, hey, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at 9th level.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Since I don't have any 9th level spells because I'm multi-class, but all of my spells I can cast at 9th level, so I'm gonna do Magic Missile.
Go for it.
37. The dragon takes 37 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, and for my movement, what I'm gonna do is I want to move up to the dragon.
Okay.
Is the dragon flying or is it on the ground?
It is on the ground.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move up to the dragon to get within like melee range.
Yeah, so you can get right about
My
like,
movement is 30 feet.
yeah, so you get right about here.
Awesome, that's it for my turn.
Cool. So back to the assassin. He is going to, let's stay where he is gonna try and hide again. Well, actually, he doesn't really need to hide because you're in melee range with the guy, so he can just attack and still be fine.
That's true, I am engaged. I am engaged.
So he's gonna roll this to hit. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Yeah.
My armor class is absurdly high.
This like ice knife forms and goes by you. Those are like stairs. He's gonna have to. Yeah, so he's gonna jump down there, and then. Since the dragon's pretty large, he can like occupy a place like here. Blue dragon is going to take his turn. He rears up a claw. Is going to try and slash at you. Does a 19 hit?
Does a 19 hit now? It doesn't.
No. Claw. And then tries to rises up another one. Another one of his claws. Does a 34 hit?
Yeah. Fine, I'll give that one to you.
Yeah. And yeah, he comes slashing with his claw. And you take 8 slashing damage, as well as 10 lightning damage.
Now it is my turn. I'm going to use my bonus action to unleash Innate Sorcery.
Ooh, okay.
Which is a thing in the new rules for Sorcerer.
What does it do?
It says, twice per long rest you can take a bonus action to unleash the simmering magic within you for 1 minute. The spell save DC of my sorcerer spells increases by 1. I have advantage on attack rolls of sorcerer spells that I cast for 1 minute. Yeah. It also gives me a few extra features, which I can't use now, but I can use later. Actually, no, I think I can use them now, so I might as well. Okay. I'm going to cast Disintegrate on the dark figure.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm going to cast it at 8th level.
Ooh boy.
So, it makes a dexterity saving throw, and I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to give it disadvantage.
Okay.
So
That's it?
dex save with disadvantage, please.
Going to be a 15?
Yes, it fails.
Okay.
102 points of force damage.
And in fact, as that happens, the like hood kind of comes off. And this is one of the people that you have seen before in your kingdom. This guy, you remember his name is Cliff. And you only remember that because you have seen this guy a total of 200 times as he keeps coming to your kingdom to ask for money. So this is Cliff.
I should have given him some.
This is Cliff the Assassin. So Cliff is gonna go. So he like grabs onto your arm. It's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 misses.
So yeah, he like tries to grab at your arm, and you're just like, ugh, don't touch me. And his hands were like ready to like freeze your arm up little bit. Chill touch, but didn't work. All of his attacks have missed thus far. Then, the dragon looks at the two of you. This has been very eventful. And you can just, like, see he's, like, getting ready. Just, like, rearing its head back. In fact, as he does, into your ceiling and almost through it a little bit, goes really quickly to slash at you. That is going to be a 31 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. So it's gonna be total of 10 slashing damage and 11 lightning damage. And then flies back a little bit. Which means you can take an attack of opportunity on him because you were next to him.
Okay, for my attack of opportunity, hang on. 16?
Misses.
Okay.
Yeah, so he moves back, flies backwards, and then, and his, like, his neck, that, like, yellow and blue, like, begins to ripple and expand, and his mouth opens. I'm gonna need you and the assassin to make dex saving throws.
Okay.
And it's not a spell. It's a breath weapon. That's not really a spell.
Yeah, no, that's not a spell. Breath weapon isn't a spell.
Yeah, so that doesn't help you there if you do have any spell stuff.
Okay.
Alright, well, the assassin failed. That's for darn sure.
Dirty 20? Or, no, sorry, 21.
21. That also fails.
Oh,
So, and he rolled the assassin, I'll say, rolled 14, so, and that is 94 lightning damage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
And even with the fact that this assassin has a breastplate that is resistant to lightning damage, you see the lightning, and he just falls to the ground, fully, like, electrocuted, dead.
You are absolutely right. This is chaos.
Now with Cliff gone, it is just you and this dragon, and it seems like that's what this dragon wanted this whole time. It's your turn, buddy.
It is my turn. Look at that. By casting, I'm gonna do that same spell that I did before, Disintegrate, on the dragon.
Okay.
Not at 8th level, because they have no more 8th level slots left, but at 7th level.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Go for it. What kind of save is that again?
It is a dex save, but I can have, since I have that magical, like, thing.
Mm-hmm.
The innate, like, magic or whatever it was.
Yep.
I can use 2 meta magic options on it instead of just 1. So the first one I'm going to do is Heightened Spell. So spend 2 sorcery points. That means you make the dex save with disadvantage. You can go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Second thing I'm gonna do is spend 2 sorcery points to make it a bonus action to cast. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Well, it rolled with disadvantage, but that's a 14.
14?
Yeah.
It doesn't save. Okay, it takes 88 force damage.
Okay.
Since I did that as a bonus action for my action,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to lay on hands myself. This is why I thought it was a good idea to do paladin levels. I'm going to lay on hands myself to give me the max I can possibly do. I'm going to use my entire pool of lay on hands. That's going to give me 30 HP. Bonus.
Dragon takes that as just like, you're smarter than you look. This is getting annoying. He is going to, I'm gonna need another con save. This is the same, he's using the same spell again.
Another con save?
Yes.
24.
24 will save. Okay, so the total is 17. Thunder damage. If you want to have
Okay, so 8.
it. And then he's gonna go right back up to you. He's gonna use his he's gonna swings his tail at you.
Okay.
For a 19.
Misses.
And comes back with a wing for a 22.
Misses.
Nice. Your turn.
My turn. Bonus action. I'm going to do Disintegrate again.
Yep. Go for it.
That's a good one. This time, I've used up my 9th, 8th, and 7th levels, so now I'm down to 6th level.
Okay. Am I going to make this disadvantage still?
Yes, I'm gonna do it with disadvantage again.
Okay, 22.
22. With disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
That saves.
Well, hey, you saved yourself from a nat 20 save, so...
Yeah.
Because the other roll would have been a
Okay.
nat 20, so...
That spell does not do half damage.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Probably because it's such a powerful spell.
I think that's what it is. It's a trade-off, right? All or nothing.
Yeah. Alright, we'll do your melee attack then.
You know what? As my action, I am not going to do anything, but I'm going to use Channel Divinity to make my Great Sword magical to add +5 to attack rolls.
Okay.
Also, it emits a bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 20 feet beyond that.
Tries to, again, swipe at you with 2 of its claws. It's gonna be a, This would be a 21 to hit,
Misses.
and a 24 to hit.
That hits, but I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction to make that miss as well.
Alright. And then... Yeah, I'm gonna need another con save.
Okay. 32.
32, that saves.
Yes!
23, so you can half that.
23 damage, half 11.
Coolio. Gonna be your turn now.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a bunch of greatsword attacks. I'm gonna do 2 greatsword attacks.
Go for it.
The first is a 32.
That hits.
Awesome. See, I'm gonna use Divine Smite on that, which is no action, but I do spend the spell slot. 19 points of damage.
Okay.
I have another attack.
Go for it.
Mm, 21 to hit.
21 will miss.
Ah!
Just misses.
No, I can't do anything. Okay, that's it.
Alright. So that's the end of that. Just gonna keep on clawing at you. Tail will be an 18.
A what?
An 18.
Misses.
Your tail goes by you, and then his wings. 28.
28. Let me just think about it. Yeah, 28 is gonna hit.
And a 25.
25. I'm gonna cast Shield to make that one miss. So
Okay.
one of the wings hit.
Great. It's gonna be 13. No, sorry. It's gonna be 2 lightning damage and 11 slashing damage. So 13
Okay.
total, but have to specify.
Wait, Magic Missile at 5th level. I'm going to use the sorcery points to make it a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So 25 points of damage. He
Okay.
just takes that.
Yep. Takes that.
And then that was a bonus action. For my action, I'm going to do 2 greatsword attacks.
Go for it.
First one is probably not going to hit, but it's a 13 plus 5, 18.
Misses.
Yeah. Next one. Yeah, that's probably going to be better. 25, 30.
30 does hit.
30 hits. Awesome. And with Divine Smite, 21
21.
points of damage.
He's going to fly back again.
Opportunity attack?
Go for it.
Okay. $26.
26 hits.
Okay, you do the same thing. 8, 9, 10 slashing damage. 18 radiant damage as well.
What was the full? Just total?
10 slashing, 18 radiant, so 28 total.
Cool. Thank you for that. It's like... This is your end.
Probably is.
And I'm gonna need another Dex save.
Dex save. Let's do this. Come on. 14.
Nope. 91.
I'm dead instantly. I don't even get to roll death saves.
Fatality.
You are no king. Boom! And just lightning goes through your entire body. Your brain shuts down and explodes. Your entire body is eviscerated into ash. What is the last thing that you think?
My
Or-
last thought
Yeah.
is, wow, maybe I should have listened to the people of my country.
You
Or nation, or kingdom. The people of
Yeah.
my kingdom.
the dragon flies up to your throne. California, or sorry,
Eerizona.
Arizona is now ruled by this dragon. And not only that, but a year later, after His Majesty hears that this has happened, he tries to come in and take over the kingdom, not knowing that an ancient blue dragon is currently ruling the kingdom and also gets eviscerated.
That's how His Majesty dies?
Both kingdoms are now under the control of this ancient blue dragon.
Oh my god, that's actually crazy.
And that is the end of this episode of How Kingdoms Fall.
That is definitely a fall for a kingdom.
That this particular kingdom did in fact fall. Not every kingdom will, is the hope, but you know. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time on How Kingdoms Fall. Bye.